Here is a 2024 Mazda CX-90 3.3 turbo premium in rhodium white over black leather. I'm Anthony from Hawkeye Rides, and I'm going to explain to you the difference between the CX-9 and the CX-90. It has the most performance of any Mazda up to date. Up front, we're going to receive LED headlamps, daytime runnings, and fog lamps. I like how the indicator light is on the chrome bar that goes into the larger, more vertical honeycomb front grille in black for the Select. The Preferred and Up gets the gloss black finish. And the stance is going to sit up more, broader shoulders, 8 inches of clearance, and going into the Turbo S increases to 8.1 inches. Front and rear parking sensors with the new eSky Active G 3.3 liter inline 6-cylinder. It's a lot to swallow, but you get 280 horsepower whether you do premium or regular, because this is going to take regular fuel, and it's kind of a sweet spot with 332. And not only is it more power, but it features a longitudinal engine layout, a 90-degree shift from the CX-9 transversal setup. Mazda is claiming that this will give the CX-90 additional handling. If you go to the S, that's going to increase your horsepower. However, if you change the fuel to regular, you're only getting 319 horsepower out of it because it regulates premium fuel. So when you're looking for more power out of the Mazda, you're getting it with this, and you're not sacrificing in the sense of paying more for premium fuel. 21-inch by 9.5 aluminum machine finish alloy wheels. When you go into the Preferred, you still receive a 19-inch wheel, and it's also borrowing the chassis technology from the MX-5 kinematic posture, which will send brake pressure to the inner wheels to help with cornering. So this is going to be dynamically better than the CX-9 because of the component set. You will save 190 pounds curb weight optioning this over the S trims. The front disc is going to be a 12.9 ventilated, the rear a 13.9. It's solid. 4-wheel independent suspension, standard all-wheel drive. The front suspension layout has a double wishbone, in the rear with a multi-link and a stabilizer bar. 7.5 inches longer wheelbase, 1.4 inches longer in length. So you're going to have a little bit better interior space and more cargo than the CX-9. Getting 24 mpgs to the city, 28 mpgs to the highway. Comparing it to Kia, Hyundai, or the new Toyota Grand Highlander, towing is going to be the same unless you get the X-Line Pro Kia Telluride. That'll go up to 5,500 pounds. 3,500 pounds will be standard on all trims. More sleek LED combination taillights if you're comparing this to the CX-9, and on the lower you're going to get the chrome trim with the reverse parking sensors with a 360-degree reverse camera on the Turbo S Premium Plus. Kick to open for the tailgate, 14.2 cubic feet of storage. Underneath the floor, you'll have a little bit of storage with a 12-volt charger. Split fold the rear bench in the back at a 60-40 split. That's going to increase the cargo to 40 cubic feet. Fold down the captain's seats to maximize cargo to 74.2 cubic feet. It's a wide opening, and it sits lower than the CX-90. Let's go inside and start up this inline 6 turbo so you can hear that exhaust note. Going inside to 10-way power seat adjustment, which is standard. 4-way power seat adjustment because of the tier we're in. Heated seats. If you want ventilated, you have to go to the Premium Plus. Memory for the driver. First thing that you'll notice is the dashboard layout is going to be more modern than the CX-9. Headroom at 39.7 inches, legroom at 41.7 inches. It is wider in the interior. The air vents get the satin aluminum that runs around with the piping. It's going to be soft to touch around all of the dash. And those air vents go into the door panel, giving that inline 6 look. 10.25 infotainment, standard 8 speakers, AM, FM, Bluetooth, HD radio, wireless Apple CarPlay, and wireless Android Auto. Put it into reverse. We have a reverse camera. 360-degree reverse camera is on the Premium Plus. Dual climate control settings with toggle switches instead of buttons to change the climate control. With a wireless charger for the Premium Plus. 12-volt charger, the MI modes, which is your driving mode, so you have sport, normal, and off-road. 12.3 fully digital LCD displays on the Premium Plus and all of the Turbo S trims. Leather-wrapped 3-spoke steering wheel, multi-function with adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, the paddle shifters and stocks, the key fob for the CX-90. I like the material design, keeps it to the heritage. It's going to be soft where you rest your arms, open up inside, 2 more USB. It's not so deep, but it is a wide pocket. The door panels, when you go into the Premium Plus, will get the quilted contrast stitching and piping. Here it's going to be soft materials throughout, one touch up and down for all the windows, the pattern design that lays in, the Bose premium sound system, and a medium-sized storage pocket. The panel moonroof is for the premium and up. Because this is the premium frameless auto dimming with the HomeLink rear view. For the second row, 39.3 inches of headroom, 39.4 inches of legroom. You can also scoot these forward to make it a little bit more optimal for back seat occupants. And because these are captain seats, you can recline them back. And this is adjustable, so that way you can really relax on a long journey. Standard third climate control, 2 USB, air vents in the center, cup holders, flip them out, storage behind both of the front seats. Door panel gets the manual sunshades, and the same materials that are found in the front come into the back. More soft materials where it needs to be, the contrast stitching, and a larger storage pocket. To go into the third row, lift here, slide it forward, move the seat back, legroom at 30.6 inches. If it's folded all the way back, it's going to be a little bit tighter. Headroom at 36.9 inches. Cup holders, air vents here in the center, and the USB port. The air vents are going to be kind of covered by me, and you're going to really have to put your feet this way in order to fit an occupant into the center. And if the seat is back, you can see it's going to be kind of tight. Butt and shoulder space will also be shared in the back seat. Headroom isn't going to be too bad sitting into the center, but because everything bulges out in the way you're sitting, it's going to be tight. Here we go. And that's what 280 horsepower and 332 pound-feet of torque gets you. All new vehicle, the CX-90. It definitely has the pep. The CX-9 is good too. This is a little bit more active. Whenever you're pushing the throttle, it is ready to go. You do hear the engine coming in through the interior, so the sound deadening could be a little bit better because of the price point that we're at. But it is a smooth drive. The seats are comfortable, and depending on the tier that you get, you can make it as luxurious as you want. One thing that I like about the CX-90 is that you don't have to go hybrid in order to get all the specs. And if you don't want the more powerful variant of 340 horsepower and to go premium fuel, you can still option all of the same specs with this trim. Standard all-wheel drive that is rear-wheel bias, so when you need it to be more potent, just do this. And you're back up with the traffic. Taking me back to some things that I like about the CX-90 is how the stance is. It has a more dominant look, more mean, bigger lights, so it illuminates a little bit better for you in the front. And in the rear, it's more sleek combination lights, bringing into the interior the heritage of the line with the stitch work and the pattern design that they put for the brushed aluminum that's found throughout the door panels and onto the center. It's going to be a lot more soft in the Mazda line, because this is more towards a premium and luxury vehicle. When you go into Toyota, Kia, or Hyundai, you're going to find harder materials. Some negatives about the vehicle is the back seat is going to be tight, especially for leg space when you're competing with the rivals. Turn radius at a stop point is going to receive about right at 3 lanes. Let's rock and roll. The vehicle feels a lot more aggressive than the rivals, and I think a lot of that is due to the curb weight, and that this inline 6 just has the power. And I'm liking that we don't have to worry about premium fuel, because typically in a Mazda, that's what they put even on the sticker price. Premium fuel will decrease or increase your MPGs and also your horsepower and torque. Only when you get into the S trim, and then you'll lose 21 horsepower if you use regular fuel. One thing to note with these type of engines is that the ignition has no filter. So when you're using regular fuel, you may have to change your spark plugs a little bit more frequently, especially if you go into the S trim. Daily use vehicle, it ticks the box. Smooth and composed. The steering is going to be a little bit more heavy than the competition, but I appreciate that because of what we were saying on the exterior. The dynamics to this is borrowed out of the MX-5, and it's only about $1,000 more when you option higher tiers. It does get up to about $10,000 more, but you're getting a lot more amenities inside here, and it's a lot more open space. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Check out the next video, merchandise website, leave a comment and a like. And I like to thank West Shore Mazda for giving us this 2024 Mazda CX-90 for our car review.